I had no idea about treatment or anything. It was just, or even, 12-step programs. I knew it was there, but I didn't know what it did. So I think that could have helped me for sure. I just felt so lost and hopeless. High school was good. I was on the rugby team. I made the honor roll. I had lots of friends. I did a lot of outdoor pursuits. But actually, our whole grad class our whole group was really close. My family, I got the best mom and dad in the world. I had a wicked childhood growing up. Did everything. My dad coached my baseball team until I was 14. It would have been August of 2015. I knew something was up. It couldn't stop, basically. I didn't know what was going on. It was just every day. It was through friends, just being around it all the time. Especially when I was in high school, it was easier to get drugs than it was alcohol. I started with alcohol and marijuana, and then sort of when I went to UVic, then that's when it progressed into like cocaine and drinking, and then I started doing heroin the last few years, and then that's what took me out. First 3 years in university, I was able to manage drinking and cocaine, just on weekends, partying. But then once I got into opiates, then became an everyday thing, and I couldn't manage it. I was in a 4-year relationship with a girl that I thought that I was going to get married to, and then we broke it off. And then I was just in a terrible headspace, and I was introduced to opiates. It made me not feel anything, so it was great. And then I got physically dependent on it, and it just went downhill from there. This last year, I managed to do 1 semester when I was in my full-on active addiction, and my grades I made the honor roll, but my grades definitely suffered, and I'd have to spend most of my time, acquiring drugs so I wouldn't be dope sick, right? It's terrible. I feel trapped, like I couldn't get up. The first thing I'd do in the morning is I'd have to use to feel normal. And then, just to consume my life, that was number 1 priority, even over my self-care and my family and friends and school and work. It was just, I'd put all that off so I could use to feel normal. I had an intervention with my family, and I hit my bottom, basically. I was so burnt out, and it was tough. They came and got me out of bed at 6 in the morning and said, "You need to come upstairs." I didn't know what was going on, and I walked into the room, and it was my mom, my dad, my younger sister, my ex-girlfriend, her parents, her sister, and another family friend and his son. I was shocked. I had no idea it was very overwhelming. But at the same time, I felt a sense of relief, like finally I can go get help and stop doing this. Treatment is hard. It was one of the hardest things I ever had to do, because I had to really look at myself and get down to the core of why I did the things that I did. But now I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, even though I'm, in a recovery house and I'm away from my family and my home, but I'm happy and I feel free. A lot of people, a lot of my friends I made in treatment, and just here are people like me, middle-class family. I had no family trauma, anything. It's a disease is what it is. I was born with it, and there's a lack of awareness around treatment. Like safe injection sites and all that is great. It's stopping people from dying, but it doesn't get down to the core of the problem and actually treat people for their disease to get healthy.